Hi everyone, I'm Gary Fisk, Professor of Psychology at Georgia Southwestern State University. In this video, what we're going to do is use PSPP to get started with data analysis. We've already gone over some ideas about creating data files, like setting up the variables and entering the data by hand or importing it. In this video, what I want to do is focus on the general concept of how it works. I don't have time to go through each and every individual analysis, but if you understand the general concept of how it works, you can, apply this concept to any analysis that you might want to do. All right, what I've got open here is the very basic data file that we created. It's a small grade book. It only has 4 students in it. Let's say that we wanted to do some basic descriptive statistics. How would we go about doing that? Well, first off, let's focus on how this is different from a spreadsheet. In a spreadsheet, you would have data in some cells, but you would also have some cells that analyze the data. It would have a formula in it. The formula would sum up or average or whatever the formula does. So you'd have to type in something like equals sum and then give her a cell range, and then it would add up all those values. In PSPP and other statistics software, it's much cleaner than that. The cells only contain data, nothing else. So we use commands or menu-driven choices to figure out which analysis we're going to do. We'll let the software take care of that part for us. So let's see how it works here. I've got some basic data here. Let's say I'm a teacher. I want to come up with some averages for exam 1 and exam 2. What I can do is go up to the Analyze menu here, and there's all kinds of choices in the Analyze menu to choose from. We'll stay very basic, and we'll just do descriptive statistics. I'm going to choose descriptives and then descriptives from that sub-menu. All right, so notice it brings up a little box like this, a little dialogue. This is the kind of the next step. I chose the analysis I want to do. PSPP needs more information, though. It needs to know which variables do I want to analyze, and there's also some details. What do I want the analysis to show? Okay, so here's how this part works, the second step. You can see on the left here, there's a list of all the possible variables in my data file. This is a short one because there aren't many to choose from. But I can choose which variables I want to analyze here. And what I need to do is bring them over to this variables field that's currently empty. All right, so I can either drag them over here and drop them, or I can select them and then use this little arrow button to move them over here to the variables list. Okay, so I've told PSPP now which variables I want to analyze. There's some other details I can look at here in these various buttons and checkboxes. Here I can choose which kinds of descriptive statistics I want. Let's say I don't want minimum and maximum, but I do want variance or something like that. So you can choose, which ones you want to do. Okay, so now I've selected my variables. I've chosen the statistics I want to do. I press the OK button. And what comes out then is we have to look at the output window. What do we get out of that? Created this little table with all my descriptive statistics in it. It's got, the analyses in the columns here, and then each row is for each variable that I want to do. If I want to save this, I can use the export feature here to save it. Okay, so that's basically how it works. This concept is repeated for just about every analysis you can think of in PSPP. You first select what you want from the menu, right? Let's walk through this again just to make sure you're okay with that. We'll first select what we want from this menu, the Analyze menu, right? We'll select descriptives. And then from this one, you can select which variables you want to use. You can move them back and forth, like I can move them out or move them in again, right? So I'll select which variables I want, and select the analyses that I want, and then I click OK, and then it's going to pop up on this this output window here, right? So here's my output window. There we go. All right. Oops. Okay, I guess this is the one I just did here. I've got multiple windows going. All right, so that's the basic concept. Analyze menu, select the thing you want, and then tell it the details about which variables and which kinds of analysis you want to do. All right, thanks for watching. See you at the next video.